Imagine a world where synergy actually meant something edible, like a gourmet sandwich. Suddenly, every corporate meeting would transform into an unexpected, delicious culinary adventure. For years, corporate language has evolved into a cryptic lexicon, baffling employees everywhere. These elusive terms often obscure simple concepts, making communication unnecessarily complex and abstract. Understanding this secret language feels like deciphering ancient hieroglyphs without a helpful Rosetta Stone. But what if we stripped away the corporate veneer and exposed their wonderfully absurd true meanings? We could unlock a hidden universe of humor, revealing the ridiculousness lurking within cubicle walls. Join us as we playfully unravel these linguistic mysteries, making sense of the nonsensical jargon. Consider synergy, the sacred word implying combined effort yields greater results than individual parts. What if synergy literally meant merging two office plants into one superplant, perhaps with tiny arms? Team building exercises would then involve advanced botanical grafting, complete with tiny watering cans for success. Entire which office would suggest transform into a thorough, vibrant exploration of a botanical laboratory, brimming with bizarre, multi-species flora. But that's not the strangest part of this plant-powered corporate future unfolding before our very eyes. Next, we tackle deep dive, multi-species flora. Imagine if a deep dive truly required actual scuba gear, complete with masks and oxygen tanks. Project meetings would then relocate to the nearest swimming pool, or perhaps a large office fish tank. Presentations would occur underwater, with managers gesturing wildly through the murky, chlorine-filled depths. Wait until you hear what comes next for our submerged corporate explorers after their aquatic analysis. Then there's paradigm shift, meaning a fundamental change in approach or underlying assumptions. What if a paradigm shift involved physically rotating the entire office building by 90 degrees? And then something unexpected happened. As the building slowly began to tilt into a new orientation, commuting would become a dizzying, gravity-defying challenge, especially for those prone to motion sickness. And then something unexpected happened. As the building slowly began to tilt into a new orientation, let's pluck low-hanging fruit, signifying the easiest, most accessible tasks or opportunities. What if this phrase literally referred to actual fruit, hanging conveniently within arm's reach? Suddenly, every office would feature sprawling indoor orchards, ripe with easily accessible, delicious produce. Employees would spend their afternoons carefully harvesting strategic bananas, optimizing their daily fruit intake. But the true challenge would be preventing hungry colleagues from devouring all the profitable pomegranates. Consider circle back, which simply means returning to a topic later or getting back in touch. Imagine if circle back literally required everyone to physically walk in a small, tight circle. Meetings would become a synchronized dance, with participants constantly orbiting each other in unison. Important discussions might involve elaborate choreographies, depending on the number of required circle backs. This constant motion would definitely improve office fitness, but perhaps at the cost of actual productivity. Next, we examine bandwidth, implying a person's capacity or availability to take on more work. What if bandwidth was a literal physical rope, stretching from one desk to the next? The more tasks assigned, the more bandwidth ropes would connect you, visibly tangling your workspace. Managers could visually assess overload, seeing colleagues completely ensnared in a web of colorful cords. And then something unexpected happened, as one employee's bandwidth ropes snapped under the immense pressure. Let's leverage the term leverage, meaning to use something to maximum advantage. What if leverage literally required using giant wooden levers to accomplish every office task? Opening a document would involve a complex system of pulleys, lifting the monitor with mechanical force.
Sending an email might necessitate a colossal contraption, propelling the message across the office.
But the for true mastery would maximizing all. Finally, we analyze core competency, which refers to a company's fundamental strengths or capabilities. Imagine if core competency meant literally excavating the physical core of your office building. Beneath the floorboards, you'd find a glowing, pulsating orb representing the company's true essence. Protecting this luminous core would become everyone's ultimate responsibility, guarding its vibrant energy. Wait until you hear what happens when this glowing core begins to unexpectedly flicker and dim. This playful reinterpretation highlights the often abstract nature of corporate communication strategies. By imagining these absurd scenarios, we expose the empty rhetoric sometimes hidden within business jargon. It individuals to demand encourages clarity, a fresh perspective. Quo of urging us to question corporate speak meaning rather than blindly accepting buzzwords. Humor becomes a powerful tool, cutting through pretense and fostering genuine, and even slightly ridiculous experiences, understanding among colleagues. This approach transforms mundane business discussions into engaging, memorable, and even slightly ridiculous experiences.
Ultimately, it empowers individuals to demand clarity, challenging the status quo of corporate speak.
Imagine the relief of truly understanding a colleague instead of just nodding vaguely along. The corporate landscape would evolve, becoming more transparent, more authentic, and much more human. These fantastical interpretations reveal how easily language can become a barrier instead of a bridge. They remind us to prioritize clear, direct communication over jargon filled pronouncements in every interaction. A workplace filled with genuine understanding fosters stronger teams and more innovative problem solving approaches. When words have tangible, even silly, meanings, it becomes harder to hide behind corporate ambiguity. This shift cultivates an environment where everyone feels more included and less intimidated by complex terms. The simple act of questioning a buzzword can spark vital conversations and deeper insights for all. It encourages a culture of curiosity, where asking "what do you really mean?" is celebrated, not feared. Such a world would undoubtedly lead to fewer misunderstandings and significantly more productive outcomes. Employees would feel empowered to contribute ideas, unburdened by the pressure of deciphering corporate riddles. The office would become a place of joyful, clear expression, where every word truly carries weight. This humorous lens helps us appreciate the power of language and the pitfalls of misusing it. If you enjoyed this whimsical journey into corporate lexicon, subscribe for more entertaining insights. Also, share your favorite absurd buzzword in the comments below. We love hearing your unique perspectives.